Hi, I'm Christine Collins with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and this is...
Bo Betts, Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation.
So I am the Parks and Recreation Director, for those of you who are not familiar with me, and Bo is the Assistant Parks and Recreation Director. Bo started last year?
October of 2021.
October. So we just thought we'd come back. We haven't been here for a hot minute with Coffee and Connection, so we just wanted to chat and let you know what's going on over here. We have been... Since the last time I did Coffee and Connections, a few things have changed. Friends of Pop Whalen has actually formed. So that is an organization that's formed out of the love for Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center. And currently, we are on the ballot for warrant article 11, which is to improve the Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center and upgrade, add some additional things to it. And the reason that was brought up was because of Friends of Pop Whalen. A lot of people involved utilized the rink on a regular basis, and they realized there was a need for an expansion. So they actually took the lead on it and have been working with the town to bring you a 4 seasons rink that can be utilized. Currently the rink is not insulated, doesn't have dehumidification, so that really does limit what we can use the rink for. And we have been pretty good at trying to use it outside of the season. This past summer we used it for day camp for a rainy day location. So without the insulation and the dehumidification and not having it because it's not insulated, it makes it like an oven in the summer. But on those rain days when there's a cloud cover and it's rainy, it actually is comfortable, I guess, to be in there in a good space for day camp. So we did end up utilizing it this last summer. So that was great. And we're excited to see the future of that building. Currently, we're going to be setting up some tours if you want to see the current conditions of the building and kind of see where we're going with it. So definitely check that out. We did do a tour through the media that they're going to play on YouTube, I believe, just so you could see, if you can't come out to the building, just to see all the ins and outs of the building, to see where it's at. And then going off of that, we are sitting in the Abenaki Ski Lodge, which actually was brought to us by the help of Friends of Abenaki. So with all these groups, we get a little bit of assistance for things. You know, we have our budget for the everyday things, but when we want to do some expansions or grow or, you know, make our amenities better, we have these groups that we can lean on, and they're really great at fundraising, and they're great because they're also users. So, you know, as supervisors, sometimes we're not in the thick of it, so we might miss some things. So when you have people who are users that are using the facility, they can be like, well, it looks like you need this would be nice, we've been to other rinks, they have this, we've been to other ski areas, they have this. So it really does help us. It's almost like its own research team, I guess, that's really helping us. So we're really grateful to have them. We have unofficial friends too, like the pickleball group, not really friends of recreation, but they are our friend. They do a lot of things to help as well. So we are pretty lucky in that aspect. Yep.
So leading up to our opening here at Abenaki this season, the Friends of Abenaki fundraised and we're able to add more snowmaking to Abenaki here. So now we have snowmaking on all 5 trails, where we only used to have permanent snowmaking on the main hill. And our snowmaking team works really hard. They would have to drag hoses, hundreds of feet of hoses across the main hill to the other side trails just to make snowmaking happen on those trails. So now with the addition of the new snowmaking pipes on these trails, it makes it easier on our staff to make snow and make more snow. So we're very fortunate for that. They did a great job getting that project finished before our season started. We noticed a big difference just in making snow on Twister this year. We were able to make a ton of snow in a short period of time when the weather is in our favor, nice and cold, low humidity. So we were able to blow a ton of snow and get Twister open for everybody to ski on. A couple other fun things we're doing here at Abenaki this year, trying to get out of the COVID life. We are still following some precautions, but with help of the Abenaki ski team, we are offering s'mores on Friday nights. That's from 5 to 6 p.m. It's free of charge. The Abenaki ski team was able to get some sponsors to sponsor each Friday night, which we're very thankful for. And they come down Friday night. We have a fire. We have s'mores. It's a great opportunity to just come down, see Abenaki, see people on the hill. The last 2 Fridays, we have been staying open a little later. We close normally at 7, but this week and last week, we're open till 9 p.m. Get in some night skiing, get out here, enjoy Abenaki. And we do have some other events coming up here in the next couple weeks. The Progressive Ski Dinner, which will be on February 19th. That's something that we're bringing back this year. We took a break from last year due to COVID. So that's an exciting event where we have different stations set up with like an appetizer, dinner, and dessert. You bring your cross-country skis or snowshoes. The trail's lit up. It's a really nice event. We're really excited to bring that back. Registration's open for that, so definitely take a peek at our website. And if you have questions, you can always give us a call and ask. And then we have our winter carnival coming up at the end of the month during school vacation, so we're still working on details of that, but we're excited to bring back some more events and just kind of excited to kind of get back to normal.
Agreed. We actually hosted the Turkey Trot this fall, right, which we haven't done an event since 2019, really, because 2020 we really didn't do any events. It was great. It was great to see everyone. I think people were excited. I think we're getting back to normal as close as we can. We're still taking precautions, and we encourage people to do the same, but we are trying to move forward to host events and activities and stuff. That being said, we are getting ready to start planning for our spring, summer, and early fall. So our new brochure will come out April 1st. So by March 1st, we'll collect everyone's information and we'll put it out in a brochure form in April. And I think we are going to go to print this year. We've kind of been taking a break from print just because it was so many to be determined and uncertainties. But I think as we move forward, I think just planning with positive energy that it is going to be the way it has been in the past. So we're excited for that. And we're just grateful to be open. I mean, last winter we had Pop Whalen open all season and Abenaki open all season, and we didn't have to shut down. So I think the precautions we're taking are not too overwhelming for people, but I think it's enough to try to keep the staff safe so they're able to work. I know a lot of businesses have not been able to open due to staff shortages, so we're really trying to keep the staff safe in that aspect. And then just being smart about, a lot of our facilities are tighter spaces. This lodge is amazing, but when you have it filled with people, we are shoulder to shoulder. So it can be a little much for what's going on. So we try to, keep the lodge pretty much closed unless you're utilizing the restrooms, having ski rentals. We have one side open that if you did need to get warm for a few minutes, we're not going to kick you out, but we're trying to keep it so most of it's outside for now until we can get a handle on everything. And other things that we have, we're planning on, like for Winter Carnival, we're trying to bring back the Learn to Curl program. I know a lot of people have expressed interest in that, and we do have Lakes Region Curling Association that plays every Sundays at Pop Whalen. That league currently is full, and it usually is full by the time it starts in October. But during our Winter Carnival, we actually partner with them, and they're going to offer a Learn to Curl program just for a couple hours, I believe, or an hour or so on the ice. So we're checking out the ice time right now to kind of get that out to the public so they know what's going on. So if you have never participated or seen it, it's a good opportunity for you, and it is free, so that's nice. We're going to bring back Big Air and Little Air, which is the jumps at Abenaki for the kids or adults could come and participate in that. We partner with the ski team to do the ski races. We typically had done it by ourselves, but working with the ski team because they are a racing team, they have the equipment and they've just embellished what we've done, so it makes it even better. So we're excited to do that again. And then we're looking at some other options to bring things together. So we're definitely working on that. The Progressive Ski Dinner is February 19th, which is not really around Winter Carnival, but we tried to have it close to a full moon. So that's the other thing. I think it's a few days before the full moon because that would be in the middle of the week, so that didn't really work. But it's nice because you'll have the moonlight, and then we do light the trail, like Bo said, with candles. So it really is an awesome experience. Plus, it's at night, and no one's really at the ski area, so it's only the people we've sold tickets to. So it's just a nice time because it's pretty quiet, just with the intimate 125 people and crew. But it's nice. I've done it this will be Bo's first year, but I've done it for quite a few years, and it is a fun event. Everybody who goes through it loves it. I will tell you that it does sell out, so if you're planning on attending, I wouldn't think too hard on it. You should purchase your tickets sooner than later. And hopefully, not last year, the year before, it actually snow was predicted, and it started snowing as soon as we started the dinner, but it was absolutely gorgeous with the trails being lit and the nice fresh snow. Like, you couldn't ask for a better night. So we're excited for that. And I think that's all we have going on right now. Typically, rec departments are kind of slow in the winter. We're unusual because we are actually operating 2 businesses in the winter. So winter for us is pretty hectic and a little overwhelming. And I think we've come to the conclusion it's probably because everybody is coming to us. And in the summer, it's more like we have sailing, so they're over at Elby Beach. We have, swim lessons at Brewster Beach. We have day camp at Foss Field. So everything is kind of spread out, but during the winter, everyone's here. So we have people coming here who are just using the cross-country trails. So that's a whole section of people. Then we have people just using Abenaki, people using Pop Whalen. We have fat bikers that come over here sometimes. People who are just walking. So it definitely is a happening place. If you're not aware, when we are not open at the hill for Abenaki, we actually have a gate that goes across, and the bathrooms are typically open for people who are utilizing the trails. I think most people know that who do utilize the trails, but it's just something to think about. And for the one thing I do want to mention is that when we have the warrant article 11, when and if it does pass, when you vote on it, the plan is to start construction for Pop Whalen Ice Arena April 1st or thereafter. So as soon as we close down for the season, they're going to start construction over there. So we'll keep you posted what's going to happen with this area, if it can still be utilized by the public, if you'll have to access it from filter bed roads. So there's some things we do have to work on, but we won't know that until after the vote. And once we do, we'll make sure the information gets passed down to you. Other things I do want to mention is we do have a Facebook page. We try to update that with events coming up and try to make pages for that. So that's something to be in the know. We do have our website. We are working on, it's a lot of information, and I know it's not very user friendly at times. We are in the process of hiring another staff member. So as soon as we have that, we're really going to take a hard look at our website to try to condense some things, make it a little easier to navigate. I do know when you go to our website, we do have a big blue button in the center. That button will bring you to programs. It will bring you to our calendar. One thing to remember about the calendar, when you click on that calendar, it's just going to bring up I think it's just the current calendar. But what you want to do is look for the specific date. So you can break it up by month, week, and day. So you just want to make sure you're in the right realm. And then if you're using it as the month, you just want to make sure it's not going to pop up on that specific day. You have to scroll down to the day you're looking for, or you can look by the week or the day. That calendar is up to date. That's how we manage our schedules and stuff. So the reason why we ask you to go to the calendar versus having a paper version of stuff is because with the ice arena in particular, things change pretty quickly. If games get canceled, if we have to reschedule, if something's going on in the rink that, there's an issue with something. So we try to keep that regularly updated. I know this last Saturday we just had a storm, and so everyone had canceled their ice time. We had some issues with staffing, so we did have to pull some time we had on there. So you just want to make sure you're always checking that website before you come in. You can always call. Sometimes, though, if we're short-staffed or a lot of things are going on, someone might not get to the phone right away. So your best option is to check that website out. The other thing on our website, it has the big Register Now button, but to the left of that, I think the very first thing says how to or instructions or something. That's how to actually create an account, how to buy membership. It kind of walks you through it. So if you aren't computer savvy, that's really a spot for you to check that out. Also, I have already gotten a couple of phone calls about summer activities. So none of that will be up until April 1st. So we're really busy working, but we don't have anything up until April 1st because we have to get through winter carnival, school break, like the rest of Abenaki and Pop Whalen, and then we'll go into that spring, summer. So April 1st is usually, we try to have dates. So it's April 1st for spring and summer, and then October 1st for late fall and winter, early spring. So those are dates to remember, things to look for. Anything else you can think about?
With school vacation coming up in the next few weeks, February being a short month, I know people are going to be calling, asking about our Abenaki schedule for the week, and we're going to do our best to get that up as soon as possible, but I would say that's probably another week or two out before we publish that. So just keep an eye out on our Facebook, our website. We'll be updating that very soon.
Yeah, I mean, with what's going on in the world, staffing can be an issue, and we're lucky to have returning staff every year. But unfortunately, we don't always have new staff that come, and we have some staff with limited availability. So we are going to put that schedule out, but we have to make sure we have enough staff for both facilities. So we'll be looking at that this week, early next week, to try to get that out. Also, just be aware, because of school vacation weeks, and not just New Hampshire, we got to think of Massachusetts too, because there's a lot of people who come here. So what you want to consider is, you might have to pre-register for that public skate because everyone's coming to it. And we say it's a good idea to pre-register because, we do have rentals at both facilities, but unfortunately, not a ton of rentals. So if we have 30 people coming and they all wear a size 7, only about 4 to 6 of you are getting skating or skiing. So what we need to, so what you want to do is if you're planning a day with your family, it's a good idea to pre-register at least at Pop Whalen. At Abenaki, we don't have pre-registration, but we open up at 11. So if you're planning on renting, you should come at 10:30, 10:45, 11 o'clock so you can make sure you get your skis for the day. Those are just some things to remember, just because we do know it can be busy and we just don't want you to plan something and then you get here and you're not able to do it. That being said, you can always come, and then sometimes people will leave, so you will have access to skis after, you will have access to skates, but it probably won't be at the time you originally thought. So just keep that in mind as you're planning your activities for the winter. I think that's all we have for now. It was great chatting with you. We're hoping, we'll do this more on a regular basis. Unfortunately, we've been pretty crazy short-staffed, so we're filling in a lot. So we just haven't had a set time. But I'm going to work with Community Television and make sure we have a set time so you can have the opportunity to ask us questions and we can try to be more involved with you. All right, that's all we have. Thank you.